How do key squares help win pawn endgames? Have you ever wondered how certain squares on the chessboard can make all the difference in a pawn endgame? Let's break down the concept of key squares and how they can lead to victory. Key squares are specific locations on the board that, when occupied by a player's king, can significantly influence the outcome of a pawn endgame. Understanding these squares is essential for both attacking and defending players. In king and pawn versus king endgames, the key squares depend on where the pawn is located. If the attacking king can reach these squares, it can support the pawn's advance and help it promote. On the other hand, if the defending king controls these squares, it can stop the pawn from promoting or force a draw. For a single pawn that is not blocked, the key squares are typically 2 ranks ahead of the pawn. For instance, if white has a pawn on the 4th rank, the key squares would be on the 6th and 7th ranks in front of that pawn. When the attacking king occupies these squares, it gains a tactical advantage known as taking the opposition. This means the attacking king forces the opposing king to move first, often leading to zugzwang, where the opponent must make a disadvantageous move. When dealing with rook pawns, which are the pawns on the A file or H file, the key squares change slightly. There are usually 2 key squares next to the promotion square on the adjacent file. If the attacking king can occupy either of these squares, it can keep the defending king away from the promotion square, ensuring the pawn can promote. Understanding key squares also helps players determine whether they have a winning position or if the game is drawn. If the attacking king cannot reach a key square due to the defending king's position or because it is not the attacking side's turn to move, the defender may be able to block the pawn's advance or prevent the king from supporting it. In practice, knowing where the key squares are guides players on how to move their king during the endgame. By aiming to occupy these important squares, the attacking player can push the defending king away, gain the opposition, and promote the pawn. It is vital to play accurately because, if the attacking king fails to reach a key square, the defender can often hold the position. Key squares play a significant role in winning pawn endgames by pinpointing the essential squares that the attacking king must occupy to promote a pawn. Controlling these squares allows the attacker to maneuver around the defender, gain the opposition, and turn a pawn advantage into a win.